children, welcome to EDUHUNT classes where you can excel your academics. In this video, we're going to learn regarding the new chapter, that is Law of Chemical Combinations. Okay, what's that? Law of Chemical Combinations is your new chapter from your textbook, and this topic is very short and we can learn it easily with some given important 4 laws. Okay, so what is the name again? It is Law of Chemical Combinations. What do you mean by the word combination, children? I said combination ante enti? Okay, so when 2 or more things combine, okay, combination ante either 2 or things, and for example mana chemistry lo maatladukunnatlaite we do have elements unnai kada manaki periodic table lo. The long form of periodic table, the modern periodic table contains how many elements? 118 elements. So our elements anni kaadu, either like 2 or 3 or 1 or 2. Okay, so if they combine they'll give a new compound kada. So combination ante it is combining. For example, elements are combining like 2 or 3 or 1 or 2, they're combining to give a new product, that is new compound. So how they are mixing, how they're combining is very important. So that describes chemical combination. Okay, so they're mixing only through chemical process. So that chemical combinations and the laws which are given we are going to learn by this chapter. Okay, so how scientists give the laws for all the chemical combinations to occur, we'll learn it clearly in this particular chapter. Okay, once again, what is chapter heading? Law of Chemical Combinations. Okay, all right. So we have your important point, generally what is all about the topic heading name. Okay, we'll just see here the given one here. Elements combine to form compounds. As we know, elements, for example hydrogen and oxygen, they both in the gaseous form, they both mix together to give a water molecule kada. So our case we can just say elements combine to give compounds. Okay, next, elements combine with each other. How do elements combine, children, with each other? Through which process only? Only through chemical process. So chemical process through garne elements will combine with each other and in fixed proportion by weight. It's a very important point to be noted. Each chapter lo manaki kavalsina main points entante this one. I'll put the star mark over here. Okay, see, they are mixing through which one? Fixed proportion by weight. So very important one entante all the elements ante hydrogen, oxygen, I gave you the example. Okay, not only these, ఏదైనా తీసుకోవచ్చు, మెగ్నీషియం, ఆక్సిజన్, లేకపోతే హైడ్రోజన్, క్లోరిన్, ఏదైనా తీసుకోవచ్చు. ఎనీ ఎలిమెంట్స్ విచ్ ఆర్ కంబైనింగ్ కెమికలీ దే విల్ డూ కంబైన్ విత్ ఈచ్ అదర్ బై అ ఫిక్స్డ్ ప్రపోర్షన్ బై వెయిట్. సో వాటి యొక్క వెయిట్స్ ప్రకారంగా ఎప్పుడు కూడా దే విల్ జస్ట్ కంబైన్ విత్ ఫిక్స్డ్ ప్రపోర్షన్ బై వెయిట్. దట్ ఈస్ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్ మోస్ట్ పాయింట్ టు బి నోటెడ్. ఓకే, సో ఎలిమెంట్స్ కంబైన్ విత్ ఈచ్ అదర్ ఇన్ fixed proportion by weight, and elements do not combine randomly. So ఏదో అలాగా randomగా combine అయిపోతాయి elements అంటే no, never. They'll definitely see the particular fixed proportions by weight, the ratios, everything matters over there. Okay na? And elements do not combine randomly with each other to form compounds. So ఏదో 2-3 elements combine అయిపోయి compound form అయిపోవు. Okay, because it is not at all a random combination. It's pakka ఏంటది, it is a chemical combination. So chemical process అయ్యాక they do combine and give a new compound. So కొత్త కాంపౌండ్ అలా ఫామ్ అవుతుంది, అంతేగాని there is no మీకు నచ్చిన ఎలిమెంట్స్ తీసుకొని కంబైన్ చేసేసి ఫార్ములా రాసేస్తే it may not, right? సో అవి ఖచ్చితంగా it follows the rules of which one? Fixed proportions by weight. Very good. So elements do not combine randomly with each other to form compounds. Okay, but according to certain laws. Okay, so those laws are given by each scientist. We'll see what are those. Okay, and note point entante, we as we discussed, elements combine with each other chemically in fixed proportion by weight. So very most important point kada. So we can, again I'm keeping star mark over here. Okay, so we can just say this is as a main important thing that we have to consider. Alright children, సో నోట్ పాయింట్ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్ వన్ ఏంటంటే ఎలిమెంట్స్ కంబైన్ అవుతాయి ఎలాగా త్రూ కెమికల్ ప్రాసెస్. సో కెమికల్ ప్రాసెస్లో కంబైన్ అయిపోయాక విత్ ఈచ్ అదర్ అంటే 2 or 3 ఎలిమెంట్స్ కంబైన్ అయిపోయాక దే డూ కంబైన్ విత్ ఓన్లీ ఫిక్స్డ్ ప్రపోర్షన్స్ బై వెయిట్. ఓకే, సో ఈ పాయింట్ మీరు గుర్తుపెట్టుకుంటే యూ కెన్ సింప్లీ నోట్ and you can also answer the particular bits given. Okay, once again the note point, elements combine with each other chemically. Very good. Chemically, here the word chemically is mentioned clearly. మీరు మెన్షన్ చేయాలి బికాస్ లెసన్ హెడింగ్ అదే కదా, లా ఆఫ్ కెమికల్ కాంబినేషన్స్. ఓకే, సో అందుకే ఎలిమెంట్స్ కంబైన్ అవుతాయి. ఎలిమెంట్స్ కంబైన్ అంటే ఏంటి? జాయిన్ అవ్వడం. ఓకే, ఎలిమెంట్స్ జాయిన్, ఎలిమెంట్స్ కంబైన్ with each other chemically in fixed proportion by weight. So like that we can say it is, and it is also following some important certain laws. So we'll learn all the laws. Before that, let's see what are the laws given. Here we go. The laws are, the first one, law of conservation of mass. You know what is mass? We'll represent small m, right? So mass and yeah, the weight we can say like that. Okay, సో చెప్తున్నాం కదా ఫిక్స్డ్ ప్రపోర్షన్ బై వెయిట్ అని. సో ఇండైరెక్ట్గా ద కన్జర్వేషన్ ఆఫ్ మాస్. వాట్ ద ఫస్ట్లో చిల్డ్రన్, లా ఆఫ్ కన్జర్వేషన్ ఆఫ్ మాస్. సో ఈ యొక్క లాని ఫాలో అవ్వాలి. నెక్స్ట్ వన్ మోర్, ఇంకోటి ఏంటుందంటే లా ఆఫ్ డెఫినైట్ ప్రపోర్షన్స్. చెప్పాం కదా ఫిక్స్డ్ ప్రపోర్షన్స్ బై వెయిట్ రేషియోస్ ఉంటాయి అని చెప్పి. సో ప్రపోర్షన్స్ అంటే నథింగ్ బట్ రేషియోస్. వీ హ్యావ్ టు ఫాలో ద రేషియో. ఓకే, అండ్ see, we have law of multiple proportions. What is this? Law of multiple proportions. So okay element, okay combinations, okay different danto combine అయినప్పుడు multiple proportions may vary. We'll see what's that also. Okay, next we have the D, that is Gay-Lussac's law of combining volumes. You know what is mean volume? Yes. So Gay-Lussac's law of combining volumes. So ilanti volumes we will say in gaseous state mainly. We'll see that also in detail. Okay, so each chapter we are going to learn all the 4 important laws given by the each scientist. Okay, so one is law of conservation of mass, second one is law of definite proportions, third one is law of multiple proportions, and fourth one is Gay-Lussac's law of combining volumes. So these 4 we'll learn in detail, and each one is giving an individual representation of the given examples. Okay, so as we discussed previously, elements do combine with each other chemically to give a compounds, and that is only by fixed proportions by weight. Okay, so our point ni meeru thoroughly you have to read, you have to note it down, you have to follow that. Okay, very very important one, we noted. Okay, this is all about the introduction of the particular chapter, law of chemical combinations. We'll look into the each rule, each law one by one in detail, like A, B, C, D, watch them. Okay, so there we'll just discuss all the things. Asal scientist em chepparu, what is that law is telling about us, why need to follow to have a particular conservation of mass gani, definite proportions gani, multiple proportions gani, okay, combining volumes gani. So why all these are present? So different elements combine అవుతున్నప్పుడు కొత్త కాంపౌండ్ ఫామ్ అయినప్పుడు, ఓకే, సో అవి ఎలా ఉండాలి, ఎలా కంబైన్ చేయాలి, హౌ యూ నీడ్ టు జస్ట్ సీ రైట్ ఆర్ రాంగ్ అని. ఓకే, విల్ సీ ఆల్ దాట్ ఇన్ ద పర్టికులర్ upcoming videos. Okay, so I'll watch in the, you can see everything in the next coming videos children. So watch over there all the given 4 laws, that is A, B, C and D. Okay, so see you there. Okay, yes, thank you.